Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Now, about a week ago, I did a YouTube short where I was basically mentioning multiple rumors that were swirling around about some people suggesting that Gervonta Davis, Abdul Wahid, decided to convert to Islam, and that had a lot to do with him trying to get more involved in real estate, and that way he can seize different opportunities that he wouldn't have had without converting to Islam, right? Now, I had an opinion on it, but I didn't share my opinion on that, right? Because it's like, well, let me do some research to understand why so many people were saying this. And it wasn't a bunch of people on one Twitter thread. Multiple posts popping up. And I'm like, well, there's got to be a reason. Don't get me wrong. Now, a lot of people come out here and they lie. But I said, you don't really see people, at least for me, but then again, I don't live and breathe the goddamn internet like some of y'all. You just don't see a lot of people saying stuff like that about Gervonta Davis. They'll rake him across the coals about not fighting, not trying to unify, not trying to become undisputed. So if I see stuff like that, I'm used to seeing it. But this other stuff, I was like, okay, that's coming from left field. So what I did was I ended up doing a YouTube short where this is what I ended up having to say. I need to really dig into this one. People saying Gervonta Davis becoming a Muslim because it's something he had to do in order to start buying properties in certain neighborhoods. I need to really dig into this one. People saying Gervonta Davis becoming a Muslim because it's something he had to do in order to start buying properties. Now, when you stop right there, right? I didn't say any. All I said was I need to dig into it, and you can see the expression on my face is kind of like a little puzzled, a little bewildered, like just trying to process what I'm hearing. Like to me, it's not really making any sense. So then you get people who come in the comments, and obviously, not everybody is able to comprehend. I can say 1 + 1 = 2. And they'll sit there and say, well, actually, 0 + 2 = 2 too. So you're wrong because you didn't say that there are other ways to arrive at the value of 2 in addition. It's like, yo, bozo, McNicholas, stop looking into things, right? So you get some guys who come out here, hey, thanks for the digging up of a rumor. JFC. I don't know what that means. I thought he was trying to write Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't understand these young boy talk and these I don't know. That's not even shorthand. But anyway, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You got anything else for us besides that? Besides that, ain't we all learn cash is king. Plus, if you're a half wit at your best, those properties are and will be bought by a trust corp. So you go dig into common for keen sense, right? So, okay, another McNicholas out here. And I said, you're not entitled to your own facts, all right? Then you got one guy says interesting because it is interesting. Let's have a conversation. Nobody's attacking Tank. Nobody's praising Tank. We're just gonna have a conversation about it. And then this guy says, popcorn. Okay. Dog into how the music and content we watch, eat and listen to is killing you literally, but because all we think about is surface-ish, we will walk through life half asleep, speaking on someone who will never give you a dime. Create content promoting what you're doing, period. This is why I don't respond to some people. My boy here says, do that, dig in. Then you get this guy that says, what a load of bollocks. People accept Islam because it's the truth and goes with the natural human belief. My man, you sitting here making broad brush statements about everybody who accepts a religion. You are not qualified to speak. There's a lot of people who do things, whether it's for politics, whether it's because of religion or whatever, because they have an agenda. Now, I'm not saying that's the case with Gervonta Davis or Abdul Wahid, but it's what cracks me up when people post comments. You could tell the ones that haven't lived life yet. And somebody said he looked sad in the video. And there's someone here who obviously sounds like they may know a little bit more about Gervonta's background than most people who are commenting. Look back at Gervonta when he was younger. He said he was always Muslim. He just was not on his deen and practicing the religion as an adult and maturing. Okay, so I don't know anything about that. But I do believe with him coming up, I'm sure he was around people who were from different religions, and I'm sure those guys all imparted some wisdom to him. And maybe they had a little bit to do with his move. So now, that being said, right, we got that out the way. That's the video or the YouTube short that I did. And all I said was, in certain neighborhoods. I need to really dig into this one. People saying Gervonta Davis becoming a Muslim because it's something he had to do in order to start buying properties in certain neighborhoods. Okay, so then I go out here and I said, all right, I know I saw a video, a couple of little short videos, and I was like, let me, because some of this stuff, man, I don't sit there, like I said, I don't have the time. I have 4 sons. We all busy. We all out here having fun. They all playing sports, man. We out here fishing. We out here doing yard work, man. I just put in a basketball goal in the backyard, man, with cement and everything. So we out here working. But some of y'all have more time. And again, it goes back to like the YouTube short I just did. People see and hear, well, they read and they hear what they want. Now, I found the goddamn clip where the mention about real estate and where I think people were kind of making an assumption, right? I found a little clip. I'm going to play a piece of it. And I'm telling you, you'll understand what I'm about to say. Just listen.
Teaches us to be the best version of who we are. To try and complete ourselves, because as Muslims, we want to complete ourselves. Yes, but also we have to help those who are around us. And mashallah, the brother, he invested in the area that he's from. We see that that's something that we're trying to do also in Philadelphia. The best version of who we are. To try and complete ourselves, because as Muslims, we want to complete ourselves. Yes, but also we have to help those who are around us. And mashallah, the brother, he invested in the area that he's from. We see that that's something that we're trying to do also in Philadelphia. And mashallah, the brother, he invested in the area that he's from. We see that that's something that we're trying to do also in Philadelphia. In the area that he's from. We see that that's something that we're trying to do also in Philadelphia. We see that that's something that we're trying to do also in Philadelphia. We see that that's something that we're trying to do also in Philadelphia.
That is where these people are getting their heads wrapped around what the imam is saying, that there's something that they're trying to do in Philadelphia too. There's nothing wrong with that. People all over the world, they go into certain areas and try to help the less fortunate. Sometimes it has to do with their religious beliefs. Sometimes it's just who they are. They're able to do it. They choose they want to go out there on a kind of humanitarian type mission. Some people do it and we never know about it. So when I said I was going to dig in, that's why I dug in. I didn't draw that conclusion that what a lot of people drew from that little clip. That's just not what I got. What it sounded to me is something that Gervonta Davis, or Abdul Wahid, it's going to take us a while to get used to his new name, right? What he decided to do out there in his area is just sounds like something that they're trying to do in their communities in Philly. So, and that is something that happens in a lot of areas when people who have the means to do it. So, there you go, right? That answers the question when I said let me dig into it. So, that is from where I believe. I'm not even gonna say it's a rumor. I think that's where people who just heard that and they just said, "Oh, it's something they're trying to do in Philly." Gervonta Davis, he just bought, 2 units or 2 buildings down there. I think it's like eight or 9 total units. And now the religion thing, and I think people just took it and kind of wrapped it all up together and then delivered it to the world and a tweet off Twitter. And multiple people did that. So now that I think I've cleared that up, Abdul Wahid and him deciding to convert to Islam, it has nothing to do with real estate. You know what I'm saying? But what I will tell you is, with him going forward, as a Muslim, anything that he does, the religion will be brought into the conversation. And that's just how it goes. And you may say, "Oh, look, Hood Champion, now you're making broad brush statements. Now you're making an assumption." No, man, I'm talking from personal experience. You know what I'm saying? I know what the hell I'm talking about right now. It doesn't matter when you with this society and the climate of this society today, and it's all over the world, man. Let me tell you, when you have high-profile people and they decide to come out and be very vocal about something, when there's good going on, you won't really hear about it that much. But once the real deal starts and it's something negative, you better believe they talk about that individual. And I'm not just talking about Gervonta, about Abdul Wahid. I'm talking about anybody. They will attach to those headlines their religious affiliation. I'm telling you, that is what they'll do, and it's not right. But anyway, I ain't here to talk about that. I'm just here to go ahead and clear that up for those of you out there who make assumptions. Cracks me up when I read some of the stuff that people post, man. Everybody out here want to be the goddamn rocket scientist. Everybody out here want to be the imam. Everybody want to be the mulana. Everybody wants to be the expert. You hold your horses and stop taking it to the stupid. Yo, big up Gervonta Davis and his team, man. Doing something positive, man. I wish that cat nothing but the best. Hope he gets the structure he needs, the blueprint for him to live life. Any decisions that he wants to make, if he feels conflicted, he'll find it. He's going the right direction, and it looks like he's got the right people around him. In the breeze.